お見事!
Okay, welcome back. This is part 6 in our playthrough Castlevania Symphony of the Night. In our last episode, we went through that door. Get the heart max up. We went through that door, we took on the boss, and we got the bad ending. But we don't want the bad ending, so we're gonna keep on going. And in this time around, we're gonna get a few things that we missed. Let's first start off with going down to the teleporter. And we're gonna go to another place we didn't fully explore yet, so let's get all of our completion there. And let's resolve this issue so we don't get stuck. Okay, so the place we want to go to, I believe, has the goat's head. And that's the one, yes. Okay. Now, if you recall, when we went to this place, from the bottom, this was called, I believe it was called Orlox's Quarters. And I believe in this run around, Mana Prison. And I believe in this run around, we're gonna meet Orlox himself. One thing I want to say, last episode, I think that the volume was a little bit too high on the game, a little bit too low on the microphone, so hopefully this time around I fixed the issue. Poor guy. Really wants me to let him out. I can't let him out. I can't give him a merciful death, so we just gotta roll on. Yeah, I know. Pay attention really quick. There are spikes on the ceiling here. We're probably not gonna jump high enough to hit into them, but they're there. I'm wondering why they're there. Let's keep those in mind. We got an S-Stock. And this is another two-handed sword. I believe this is a thrusting sword. Yeah, the German thrust sword. And it's stronger than what we got now. But it's not a very good weapon because that's the standard animation for it. It's a thrusting sword, so you have to thrust and go forward. And it's strong, but if your opponent doesn't die within one hit, it kind of leaves you open. And also, you cannot jump and attack downwards. Like any of our standard stuff, you have to do this kind of big lunging thrust no matter what you do. So we don't want that. Let's put back on our flamberge. And in fact, actually, last time we had a minute ago, we just got a luck potion. So just for funsies, let's see. Oh, crap. I almost always do that. I get the good book and my holy water goes flying all the way down. Just for funsies, let's go ahead and put on all of our a la carte stuff. I don't know why I did that. Because I want to put all the a la carte stuff and I want the luck potion. Just to see how impossibly high we can get it. $159 luck. That is extremely high. But you know what? Even with that kind of extremely high luck, it's not any kind of guarantee for anything. Iron Ball. Again, we'll make use out of that when we actually get our duplicator. Yeah, there was a couple of things that I tried farming in my practice runs, and yeah, it doesn't really matter how high your luck is. Some of these things are really, really stubborn. And I believe this is our buddy Orlox. And Orlox is not hard. But Orlox is another form. Actually, he's a bit stronger. There's something I want to bait out that he does. there's another thing that he shoots, which is... I just love the sound effect on it. Come on. God dang. Fortunately, our defense is such that we don't have to worry about it too much. Come on. Thank you. You see, that's the good thing about this fairy. Come on, buddy. I just want your sound effect. I don't want to kill you just yet. There's something that he shoots which is infinitely more interesting than Fireball. And that's not it. Come on, dude. Shoot it. Just gonna patiently wait this out. I could kill him pretty damn easy, but there's something that he shoots that I want him to shoot. Come on. Well, if he doesn't do it soon, I'm just gonna blast his ass, but... Alright. You want to be stubborn about it. There's a really cool sound effect, and I think it's the exact sound effect as like a, you know, War of the Worlds, that old movie when they're like shooting lasers, that laser beam sound effect. There's something that he does that utilizes that, but yeah, he's just being kind of stubborn about it, so let's roll on. And I believe we're gonna get another power. Yes, we get the Echo of the Bat. Another Metroidvania type thing that opens up another thing that opens up another thing. Yes, thank you, Orlocks. We got your whole chamber. Yes. So let's go do some map completion. Okay, as we fall down here. Let me just try and get the maps. And yeah, I like this place. I like Orlox's chamber. It's really neat. It's I don't know. It's not one of those places that not only looks good, but it's just a pretty cool idea. Orlox to me sounds like something specific, but I've never heard that name. I've never heard it in like any other media that has to do with you know, Dracula and Castlevania. I don't know if it's a character that's just made for this game. I don't know if it comes from something else. If anybody knows, please let me know, because I'm interested. More of these poor prisoners. I guess Orlox is the prison warden for Dracula. Garnets. Yeah, this is another one of those places I'm talking about. Just look in the background. We got just the medicine for you, Mr. Valhalla Knight. Look in the background. I love the scrolling of this place. Just the simple, kind of like scrolling effect. And also this fountain. It's made so beautifully. It's really interesting. In fact, keep this place in mind. Keep these background buildings and such in mind. Because if I don't miss my guess, it reminds me of another place in the game that we're going to see a little bit later. Okay, map totally completed. Let's keep on going. first time I played, I was not aware of it, but there is a secret here. And what is it? Oh, yes it is! It's another card. We're gonna play the sword card. And the sword card is very important because... Okay, summons the sword familiar. Not only does it look pretty cool...
Have you power enough to wield me?
Yes! I've got plenty of power to wield you. That's funny, I've never heard it say that. I wonder what it means. Maybe my level is not high enough or something? It's a first for me. Okay, so let's go ahead and take that. And then now we can get rid of this bothersome golden statue. But anyway, as I was saying, this sword is going to be the key to unlocking a glitch in the game. You need him in order to exploit the glitch to get money, so we definitely need him. As far as like general familiar, I mean, he's good in that he's offensive rather than utilitarian like the fairy. Let's see if we could put him to use, taking out this guy. Remember this guy who gave us so much trouble before? Oh yeah. Get him again. Oh yeah. So he can come in pretty handy. God, this is another place that just, it looks so beautiful to me. It's so well built, and the sound, it just sounds like you're in a cathedral, right? Okay, let's see what we missed from last time. The goggles. Another item that's probably not in our league. Comfortable eye protection. Defense down, intelligence up. Yeah, we don't need that. Okay, what have we got here? The Morning Star. Another rod type weapon. If I put it on, it's going to take our luck down. Plus, it just doesn't look that great. I'll demonstrate it really quick though. Just one of those rods. Before we roll on, let's make sure we get map completion, because I don't want to come back just for like one square that we didn't get. But yeah, it's not that great. It's not that effective. There's better options, so... Oh, I'm already missing stuff. You gotta fly right in the corner, or else you don't get it. Okay, let's make sure we get it. We don't want to pass it up. Because again, we don't want to have to come all the way back here just to get one square. Okay, map completion, map completion. The Ankh of Life. I don't know why I'm shooting, I'm just using up my magic. And is this everything? Almost. Hold out for a little bit longer, magic. And it's still not enough. The Mystic Pendant. So yeah, I think basically those two things. The Mystic Pendant, the Ankh of Life. They're just a couple of things that you could be equipping on your fingers. But as we got the two Rings of Varda, it's kind of a moot point, you know? Let's check it out anyway, though. So, Ankh of Life improves heal item power. Mystic Pendant increases MP restoration rate. But, yeah, they're not really worth taking off the Ring of Varda. Yeah, and this is not, it's not too bad. I just don't like the look of any rod except for the Holy Rod. In fact, let's go ahead and put it on for a little while. And since my magic is so low, I'll demonstrate the mana prism. It's probably kind of a waste. Because I don't really care about my magic. It'll get itself back. There we go. Big blue bar. It'll get itself back, but, you know, let's just demonstrate. And again, when I get the duplicator, I can do it as much as I want to. And now we got our sword, we have the means of getting the duplicator. Okay, there's a little bit of things to get here. Couple of quick things. Map completion, and remember up here there was something we can only fly to. And it is another card to play. Let's play the bat card. The bat's kind of a cute character. Yeah, it looks and acts just like any other bat. It's an offensive familiar, but not really capable of the damage of the sword. I guess this is the thing: is the sword is capable of stronger damage because it can do that spin around, right? And, you know, slash them a few times. The bat is more of a targeting thing. You see, so it does something like that. It'll home in and get the enemy, but its hit won't be as strong. So you can just kind of decide which one works best for you. But really, at this point in the game, and as we go along, as strong as we are, this is a part that we didn't get to yet. And this is the part too where you can get pretty much all of the side items that you want. And we're gonna get another power. The skill of the wolf. Now we can do that thing that I wanted to do before, which was change into a wolf and do that. But that is kind of our level 1. That is kind of our level 1 version of what you can do with the wolf. Oh, get him. And we're going to head now to the place where we get the level 2 version of that particular attack. Thank you. Cleared the way for me, little bat. Yeah, the bat, all in all, the bat's a pretty good familiar. As I said, we're just going to get so tough that the need for an offensive familiar it's not really necessary, but it's good to have. You know, it does something for you. In fact, I think almost every single familiar, with the exception of the fairy, is offensive, but they're just offensive in different ways. Nice job. I'm not really sure how their attack is calculated. Maybe it's like half of your attack? I don't know. It seems to be, because I think that I do 108 damage typically, and the bat is doing 54, so it seems like that's what it is. Could be wrong, but that's what I feel. Okay. So we're going to go all the way back to the beginning of the game. You can see there's some part for map completion on that part, and if you look in the middle between now and the very beginning, there's an opening in the roof, and we're going to want to go through there. I almost feel bad for these zombies. I believe that you can take them out with something like, you know, 10 10 hit points or something like that. And here I am with the Holy Rod and super powered, just blasting the shit out of them for 220. But yeah, again, pity should only extend so far in a game like this, because they're trying to tear me to pieces. I don't think that I should, like, feel bad because I'm stronger than them. And there's some bat buddies. And that's another cute thing about the bat. I don't know if you noticed, but whenever you turn into the bat, If you turn into it, he falls in love and chases you. And when you turn away, he has this question mark like, what? What the hell happened? My love, where have you gone? Gurkha. You know what? Let's put on our a la carte stuff. A la carte stuff, so we can get more item drops. I think these guys drop something. Maybe it's not too exciting, but anyway, let's get what we can. Okay, luck goes back up, and strength is still very respectable. Thanks to our rings of Varda. No drops, Mr. Blade. I think that the other guy, what was it, the Gurkha? I believe that he can drop armor that we already have, like the golden armor. But again, let's just demo it, just so we know. And it puts that save point there. You would think you're running into a boss encounter, right? But no, it's just an item. The Holy Mail. And Holy Mail, I think, is, of course, a step up from most things. 46, 47. Yeah, so it's strong versus holy, but of course we want our luck, so we'll just roll what we got. Basically, the way that I'm playing this game, I'm just showing you how you can actually make luck mode worth it. Oh, he did drop something. He gave us the Hunter Sword. Thank you, Mr. Blade. I don't think I've ever gotten this. Ivory handled hunting sword. Defense goes down, but attack goes up. Let's give it a shot. Oh, okay. It's one of those swords that's not really anything to look at. And he didn't drop. And you know what? Gold armor we already got. It's not exciting enough to farm. Let's see if there's a special... I'm not really sensing anything. Okay, I'm not really sensing anything from this hunting sword. So let's go ahead and put on our a la carte sword. Yeah, let's put that back on. Oh, he dropped something. Dropped the monster vial too. You know what? I never use these things, but let's just see what they're all about. What does the monster vial do? It summons a bat ally. I guess we could demonstrate it, but it's not... I don't want to make our bat jealous, but... There we go. That's what it does. Okay, pretty interesting. I mean, the bat had a little halo above his head. I guess it's like the ghost of a bat trying to make amends or something. That's like what's so ingenious about this game, is there's so many subtle little touches. Let's go ahead and use our thing right here. As I said, this is level 1, so our initial kind of run, you can bite, and that's it. Right? You do your bite, and then they're gonna hit you. And I believe we're going to get our level 2 to that power where we're going right now. Oh, heartbreak for the Owl Knight. Oh, wrong thing. And it's also good to remember that this is one of the few places in the game, I think, that you can get the cross. Yes. So just in case you like it, I know the cross is a very popular side item. It's pretty useful. I just don't like it that much. Okay, now we got the power of the wolf. So now let's try and do that same thing again. We just rush through the enemies. This time, however, there ain't no stopping us. Bam. Oh no. Okay. So before we finish for today, we're just going to keep on going. We're going to get map completion all the way down here at the bottom, and then we'll call it a day. Any issues? Probably no. And we are still weak against water. But our mission now is to see if we can do something about that. Everything here on the right side is still not map completed. And there's a couple of ways of doing it. In fact, you're going to see, you see the pair of shoes right there. Those, I believe, are the secret boots. Why did I do that? As soon as you touch water, whatever your whatever you whatever form you're in disappears. Okay, so we got map completion here. Ah, that's not what I wanted to do. But it's fine. We got map completion here. The secret boots discreetly increases height, so you could use it for map completion. But I know a couple of other tricks that we can use, so we don't really need to lower our stats just to do that. Okay. And as I said, we're weak against water, so we don't want to go there. And one more thing I wanted to mention is, in previous parts, 2 or 3, I mentioned that over on this side, when I got the Herald Shield, I hit a switch and it said, something appears by the wooden bridge. And I thought it was the ferryman. I thought it was that oarsman, but actually, no, I was wrong. It's talking about this guy over here. That's the guy who appears. And so what we want to do right now is we want to get him to respawn. And we're going to have to say goodbye to our bat because the bat is just going to attack him. Okay, so let's play our fairy card. Fortunately, she can actually maintain self-control, unlike our bat friend. So what you want to do, Knuckle Duster. You want to get this guy to come over. You want to get him real close, because what he's carrying is going to open this up for you. Like that. And then now, we're happily free to murder him. You saw him reaching back. It was either him or me. And that's a very big place that we're going to go to later. Let's first explore all this place and get our map completion for this whole water area. Okay, so on we go. So we're gonna go back to the place that we'd opened before, but remember we couldn't go any farther because there was nobody there. And we got that mermaid statue. The mermaid statue said it summons the oarsman. It must have meant this oarsman. Why does he have to be a creepy old... I don't know, but he's strong as hell, isn't he? Look at him. He doesn't have to duck down like I do. We're gonna get that in just a minute. Oh, crap. Shouldn't have stood up. I can't be so aristocratic in this. You know? It's forcing me to, like, duck down like a pleb. That's what he does for us. I think even if you try and brave it, and if you try and just say, oh, screw it, you know, I don't have the ferryman, and I've got high life, I'm just going to run through. That gate right there is there to say, no, buddy, you got to do it the right way. And we're coming up on one of my favorite items, just the look of it. What does that look like to you? Well, to me, it looks like a snorkel, but it is the holy symbol. Yes. It's the holy symbol. What does it do? Protection while underwater. I don't know, that just cracks me up that, you know, it's a holy symbol, yeah. It looks holy, doesn't it? So now let's just send our friend on his way, and you know what, we'll hoof it. There's a couple of items down here, plus, of course, we want map completion. We got it. Map completion. I believe we're getting it. Oh, did we get it? We got it. Yeah, this is the kind of part where if you put on those secret boots, it might be a little bit easier, but not totally necessary. I don't want to have to go in and just change my items if I don't absolutely have to. A little bit of life, that's always helpful. Okay. Take you out. And on that note, let's stop here for the day. In our next parts, we're going to take on a boss, and then we're going to go down to the depths. So I hope you enjoyed. Mite kurete, arigatou gozaimasu. Sayonara.